Okay, so Marvin, you've shown us your amazing insect collection. Now, can you show us how to actually pin an insect?
Sure. I mean, one thing I always recommend is if you have a jar and you see something interesting you want a closer look at or even pin, as long as you have access to a freezer at home. Because you just take the whole jar, throw it in the freezer, and it will kill and preserve that insect for as long as you want to wait.
I definitely have a couple insects in my freezer.
And then later you just thaw it, slow thaw, and then you're ready to pin.
Okay.
But normally I carry 70% ethanol in little scintillation vials. And then if I see something interesting, throw them in. These would probably have been in alcohol for like 2 years.
So what specimen are you going to be
I think I'm going to do the locust borer.
Ooh.
That's going to be a nice robust beetle. And there's a pellicidid in there too. That's a beautiful wasp. Look at this baby. This is a parasitic wasp of grubs in your lawn. And it's specialized, so you can see that that length of that abdomen is about the length of grass roots. So it will be at ground level and bore its abdomen down and lay an egg onto a grub that's eating your lawn. Isn't that amazing? That's how specialized this predator is. So I'm going to grab for this specimen a number 2 pin. And the numbers are the thickness of the pin. So this is number 2 is a classic. If you have a real small specimen, you want to use a 1 or a 0. And a huge honkin' specimen, you would use 3 or 4. And now we've got the specimen. Okay, so it's a beetle. Beetles, you don't pin straight down the middle. You want to pin in the upper right elytra, so right about here. Right, and then you just want to go in nice and slow and try to go as perpendicular as you can to the body. And we have contact. I can hear it busting through the cuticle. Yeah,
perfect.
So now
looks good to me.
You just let it dry like that. Or if you have a show specimen, if this is one you're really proud of, what I would do is I would cut a piece of paper, but I usually a harder stock paper is better. And then what I do is put it underneath, shove it right up there. As you can see, now all the legs are a little bit more accessible. Pull the leg out and put a pin. There we go. Right, so there's the front pair.
Yeah.
Right, and then you would do that with the middle legs and then the hind legs, and then just let it dry for a couple days. And then you can remove all these pins, just leave the main pin in.
And people might worry about there being a smell or something with them, but they really have no scent.
No, there's nothing.